Oh, hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome back to one on live podcast. It's a live podcast that we do every Friday, 7 p.m. UK time. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. Welcome. Okay. If you look on your screen, we see the topic of what we're going to discuss this evening. The act of relationship maintenance. How do you spike and sustain your relationship? How do you spike and sustain your relationship? That's what we're going to discuss this evening. And listen, let me tell you something. Okay, this is one of those topics that a lot of people will take it for granted. Okay, relationships, how to spike a relationship, how to spice up your relationship, how to make your relationship entertaining, how to make your relationship to be lively, how to maintain your relationship for a lasting long love and all that. You know what I mean? So how do you do that? And that's what we could discuss this evening because most times you see that we work, work with the job, you hustle all the time. You do everything, you provide for your family, you do all of that because you're always busy. You're always busy. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself busy at work. Keep yourself busy by improving yourselves and everything. All of that, all the time, you're doing that. You understand? And then you forget the most important thing that you're supposed to like most times focus on, which is your relationship. You forget that you need to spice up your relationship. You need to maintain your relationship. You need to put in a lot of effort, a lot of time in your relationship. You understand? Because at the beginning of the relationship, when you guys met newly, everyone was just putting in effort. Everyone was trying, struggling, to get attention of the other. You understand? They just trying your best to get the attention of your partner. You try your best to make them, you know, appreciate you. Try your best to make them, to value you and all that. Because of what? At that time, maybe what you guys are expecting, maybe you're looking forward, maybe you should have to be, maybe you want to get married or something. You're looking as a woman, maybe trying to show your best side so that this man will accept you, get married or something. You can have a long lasting relationship, or you can like maybe have a baby for this person and all that. You will start building your family together and all that. So everybody was just putting their best, working hard, working hard on that relationship. You understand? But as time goes and when everything is settled, you guys now maybe you're married, or now you guys are just like you're living together now. You have your kids and everything. Time going 2 years, 3 years, maybe a couple of maybe more than that. You're staying together and all that, and then you see that you start having that what we call comfortability. You're not comfortable. You now see your partner, their lapses, you see all their flaws and everything. You guys living together and all that. So why are you bothered? There's no need to bother anymore. There's no need to put in any effort in that relationship. There's no need to work on that relationship because of what? You got each other, you have children and everything. So in the morning you wake up and go to work, you wake up and go to work, everybody's hustling, everybody's working hard just to make money and all that to bring into the family. Maybe you have a mortgage and then you both of you are working hard to pay your mortgages and all that. All of that, putting in money, everyone is working hard. And as you're working hard, you see that your eyes, your attention might not even just a little bit. Your eyes and the attention they shifted a little bit. You're now focusing probably the kids there now. You're focusing on the kids to make sure that they have food to eat, to make sure that they go to school, provide money for their school fees and everything and all that. You're working so hard for that. The kids, both partners, both mom and dad, they put in a effort to make sure that everything is okay. The children are okay. And then they forget themselves. They forget each other. Do you understand? As they forget each other, they're getting accustomed to each other, getting what we call, you've seen each other like you see finish, all right? You you are comfortable with each other now. Why bother? So if you get to that stage where the comfortability take over, none of you is even working hard to like impress each other, trying to work on that relationship. And that's where the problem is. So you see that with time, if you don't fall, if you don't pay attention, if you don't really like put in realize that something is missing because all your attention is only on the kids, you see that with time, you both of you will start like you lacking behind. I mean, like you know you'll be losing that relationship, you're losing that attraction, you'll be losing that feelings for each other. You understand? And that's when you see some men, they be like complaining, or some of the ladies maybe they be complaining as well that their husband is not paying attention to them anymore. Some men, you see them, they start complaining as well that their wife is not paying attention to them anymore because the time they're supposed to work towards that relationship, they use that time to focus on their jobs, to focus only on the kids, and then neglect each other. They forget each other. You understand? And that's the reason why we want to talk about this evening. You want to like look into how can you spike and maintain your relationship. In what way can you spice it up? In what way? What are those things that you're supposed to do in order to like not to forget each other? In order for you to like rekindle that love, rekindle that feelings that you both of you had at the beginning of your relationship, because most times it's only as the beginning of relationship. You know, you cannot lay your hands off her. She cannot lay her hands off you. You always like want to see each other every time. You're hugging each other, you're kissing and all that, doing every other thing. All of that at the beginning of the relationship. So how can you rekindle that feeling? How can you rekindle that connection? How can you rekindle all of that? And that's the question this evening. How do you spike and sustain relationship? What are those things that you're supposed to do in order for you to like rekindle, to bring back that feeling, to bring back that joy, to bring back that unity, to bring back that love in your relationship? Okay. And that's what we're going to talk about this evening. And then, like normally, the way we used to do all the time, there's this number on the screen. The number is there now. You can see the number +447449823876. This is the number to call. It's a WhatsApp number. Just put it on your phone. Call. It's a WhatsApp. Call. I would like to hear your thoughts. I would like to hear what you want to say. I would like to hear what you have to say. Also, if you cannot call, then you can put a comment on the comment section. Just put a comment there on the comment section. I will read them down. Okay. If you have a question, also put it on the comment section, or you can just call, ask the question. Then we can find a way to answer it. If you cannot, someone that is listening might call in to answer your question. So the number is on the screen: +447449823876. That's the number to call. The line is free. Call one on now on +447449823876. Call now. The line is free. Okay. Welcome back. Um, that's what you have to do. Pick up your phone and dial the number. Okay, just call. I would like to hear your opinion. I would like to hear what you have to say. Okay. So how can you maintain? How can you sustain? How can you spike up your relationship? How can you do that? Okay. What are those things? In what way can you do that? In what way can you do that? Because I said at the beginning, I said that at the beginning of that relationship is rosy. You probably there's no kids that time. You don't have children, so it was just two of you. Okay, as it was two of you, you you have your time. You have a lot of time. Go out. You do a lot of things together. You do a lot of things together. Then after that, what is? Spend time together. You do a lot of things. But what's going on? Now children have come in. They have kids now. Their job is there. Probably they are promoted. You have a business that you do, and every morning you just go out. The children you want to provide for the kids. You have to pay their school fees. Is there. You have to take them. Some people they put their kids in the private school. That's a lot of pressure. They need to pay up and all that. So some families, you see, the mother is working, the father is working, and all that. Probably they have mates that take care of the kids and all that. So everyone is working. They are trying to bring money. They're trying to make sure that the bills, every bills are paid and all that. So you're working, busy, and then you see that with time they start losing that affection. Why? Because most of that time is being focused on making money and focused on raising the kids, focused on paying the mortgages and all that, and then they forget each other. And they forget what each other. Okay, that's why we're asking this. How do you spike and sustain your relationship? How do you spice it up? How do you do that? What ways? We're probably going to look at some of the ways that we can do that. But I would like you to call me or put on the comment section your own idea, your own experience, what you maybe have to do if you are in that situation where you're in relationship and you're looking for ways now to spike it up. You're looking for ways now. What can you do? What ways can you do now to spice it up? I would like guys listening. If you're watching me, I would like put on the comment there. I would like to read them out, or you can pick up your phone and call me. Okay, and call me because some strategies that you can use. There are a lot of strategies. Everybody has their own way. You know how what your woman or what your man like. You know what they were looking for. You know how you I don't know how you approach her, how you chat her up or chat him up, the way you guys met. So you know what you did in order for her to fall in love with you. You know all of that. So at the beginning of that relationship, you know what you do, all of those things that you did. You know what she like. Right? I'm speaking, you know, as a man, so I'm trying to speak based on how probably you approach your woman. You know what she like. How did you approach her? Okay. What are those things that you did in order for her to accept you to come into the relationship? You know all those things. There are some maybe strategic places that you went to, some restaurant or something like that. If there maybe she's the kind of person that she love a lot of flowers, or she kind of person that she like surprises, she like gifts, all of that. What are those things that you did that entice her, that make her to like, fall in love with you, that made her to like, follow you, okay? Follow you on the journey to the extent that she believed and she accepted that she can have to like give you kids, bear your children, and all that. So what are those things that he did? You know what he did. So I might not like the way I approach my woman might be quite different from the way you did. The same way you guys maybe how you communicate at home and all that might be quite different. But what we're trying to ask this evening is what? How can you spike up? How can you spike and maintain that relationship for a lasting love? For a lasting love. What I mean by lasting love, because the phases, if you are someone that conversant with one, or you're following us, following our pages and all that, you'll see that last week we talked about some controversial topic. We were talking about why some men cheat, what makes them to leave their woman to go and look for side chick and all that, to go outside and all that. Okay, we look into all of that. Okay, and one of the things that we said were we're talking about communication. That most times you see that the communication is no more in that relationship. The communication was broken or something like that, and you see those people don't communicate anymore. They don't engage. They don't talk to each other anymore. And you see, before you know what is going on, they start moving apart. The same, the same. So when you guys become you become like comfortable with each other, when you are like you're looking at each other, you you're now okay. What I mean by you're just relaxed. There's nothing to do anymore because you have children, So what else do you think that he wants, or what else do you think that she wants, and all that? And then you forget the key, which is both of you. You forget the foundation of that relationship, which is both of you. And then you see that the people just driving apart. Both of you just like going separate ways and all that. Okay, but when you realize that something is missing, and it's getting to the stage where the relationship is lacking behind, the relationship having issues, that's when you are looking for what to do. And that's what we discuss in this evening. What can you do? What are those things you can do now to spike it up? Okay, spike it up. We always talk about communication, and that is the first thing I think you have to do. You need to communicate. You need to talk to your woman or talk to your man. This is what I'm noticing. We are driven apart. Something is missing. The way you used to be together, everything is just missed. Something is wrong somewhere. You be surprised that he, or maybe your wife or your husband, will just concur with you and say to you, "Yes, I noticed the same thing." Do you understand? But what can we do? What way can we, you know, try to spike our relationship, bring it back to where it used to before? And then that's why you see that both of you now, you find ways to do that. Probably his work schedules are always tight. He doesn't normally have time for you or for the kids because he's working so hard. You go out in the morning and come back late at night. So because of that, you see that he doesn't have more time. And sometimes maybe weekends that you normally have weekends off those days, but because maybe these days he doesn't have them anymore because of what? He's working more, he's working harder because maybe mortgage is there or something. Understand? So, but because now you have that conversation, now you guys communicate to each other, now you talked about it, and the other person listening, then you can figure it out. Probably you can just schedule a regular check-in where you said, okay, every 2 weeks, don't worry, probably on Saturday evening or Sunday evening or Friday, I will make out time for both of us. We will find a nanny or childminder. I will, if our brother, sister, someone is around, the mom around, or we can just like take the kids to them so that they can take care of the kids so that we have our time together. So when you have time together, what do you normally do? Then you decide what you have to do. Some people, they prefer going to cinema. They can go to cinema together, stay there, bond together again, have that conversation, have that alone time. They talk to each other, talk about relationship, talk about their jobs, talk about everything because now they have that more time. You understand what I mean? Go out there and do it. Some they might decide, okay, they want to go to restaurant. They go to restaurant, order some nice food and stay there and eat, spend some time together and have that wonderful moment together. Or you might even like, okay, say "Look, no problem, it's not going there. You can. Some people might travel, just book a hotel out of their own city, just drive down over there, spend the night over, have that wonderful quality time together. Do you understand? And then you see, just because they realize that something is missing and they communicated, they talked, they listened, they can do what? Bring back that unity, bring back that affection, bring back that, you know, mm, put that relationship back to order. What are we trying to say? How can you spike your relationship? How can you spike it up to sustain that relationship, to rekindle that love, rekindle that feeling that's supposed to be in a relationship? And this is what many people don't normally talk about because you have to work on your relationship on a daily basis. It's a lot of work. We normally say on this platform, relationship is one of those. It's like a course where they will just give you a certificate without even going through the course. You understand? They just give you a certificate and then they will tell you to go in there and experience it. While other courses, other maybe fields, other academic whatever qualifications you have to go through it first. You have to practice that. You have to go to the end. When you pass, then they give you a certificate. It's not like that when it comes to relationship, marriage, and all that. They will just give you a certificate and tell you to go there and then start studying. Then many people, the ones they got a certificate, once they got married, they will throw the certificate over there, their marriage certificate, and that is it. They forget that it's a journey that they have to work on every day. They have to study every day. They have to work on it every day. How do you work? By looking at your partner, working with your partner, understanding them, looking at them, studying them on a daily basis. They keep changing. Human beings change on a daily basis. So as they're changing, basically maybe because the children has arrived, they're changing. You have work schedules changing. You move house, changing. You understand? You got promotion at work, changes. You need to keep adapting and all the time in order to accommodate each other. And then look at it, what is happening. Try to do a compromising when it gets to its time where you need to compromise. Then all of that, that's how it is. But many of us, once we are married, once you get to that stage where everything is okay now, they forget to start working. They just throw away everything and they just forget that they're supposed to be work. They keep on working on that relationship. They're supposed to be working on the daily basis. Okay. So the line is open. I will come here and just put a comment. How can you spike within your relationship? Okay. Because there are those hobbies that both of you like doing. Yeah, I know when you met, there are hobbies that you guys know normally. Some people they love watching football, right? And then now they don't care anymore. I mean, they have their own teams. They support husband and wife. There's this rivalry in the house whenever the teams are playing. Talking about healthy rivalry, where you see that the affection they used that hobby that brings you together. With that hobby, you see that you spend quality time together. They are playing, you arguing over it, you talk about it, you talk about your team, the other one will just counter and all that. Brings that unity, brings that affection, brings that word understanding to that relationship. But because of kids, because of the children, or because of maybe one other things, you see that they abandon it. They forget that. They don't do that anymore. Okay? They don't do that anymore. But it's supposed to revisit that. Go back, find a way to do that in order to spark that relationship. Because at the end of the day, the children will still go. When they grow, they will move out of the house. It's still going to be two of you. And when you guys lose each other, when you lose that time, when you lose that thing that bind you together, when you lose that thing that common ground where you guys both of you have, you see that you're gonna looks like maybe you both of you is gonna look like neighbors or maybe flatmates, or you don't know each other anymore. You understand? Which is it's gonna be a very, very bad thing. Very, very, very bad thing to happen to any relationship. Okay? So that's the reason why try to engage in that shared hobbies. They are shared hobbies, that hobbies that both of you love doing together. You shouldn't forget. You shouldn't just neglect it. You have to keep it up. Shared hobbies. Shared hobbies. You might be watching movies together. You know the movies or anything. Some people I don't know. They they prefer they go to club all the time, maybe once a week or once in a month. That's what their own thing. Maybe some people they love cooking together and all that. Some people they have that you know what I mean. They prefer to maybe having a night out. They go a night out every 2 weeks or once in a month. They have that's the time they spend together. That's the quality time they have there. Do you understand? So that's it for them. I get me. And that is it. So find out that shared hobbies and then keep it up. Take- And yeah, hello, good evening, welcome. Yeah, hello, good evening. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Yes, go. Yeah, go. It's okay. Don't worry. Just go. Yeah. Mm, okay. Mm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah. So you, hello, are you still there? Hello? Okay. Yeah, we you just talked about how to spike relationship and all that. You understand? So, like I said at the beginning that everybody they have their own way of dealing, or maybe the way they relate to each other in their relationship. So the way maybe I'll deal mine, the way I maybe I relate with my woman might be quite different from yours. So because of that, you need to revisit your, revisit your way, the way you guys like started at the beginning, the way you guys in a relationship when you started, those things that you normally do together. You understand what I mean? Like I said, you can engage yourself in those shared hobbies. Those hobbies, that is one of the things that I think many people are lacking. Hobbies. Because when you have a hobby together, when you have their shared hobby, something that both of you do together, you understand that through that hobby, you see that you know each other more. It bond you guys together. It brings you together. You like you're looking forward for the next time you're going to have to, because that's the only time that both of you have together to like do something together. You understand? Whenever, if it's once a week or twice a week or once in 2 weeks, you see that once that date is coming, you are looking forward to that date. You are looking forward to that date. You understand? You know what I mean? So, hello.
Sorry, no. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Go on.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Sorry, it's like the background was
Yes, a bit noise. Yeah, it was a
noisy.
little bit. It was a bit noisy. Yeah, yes. Go on. So, okay.
So what I'm saying is, you know, women are like children. Understand?
Hmm.
Children, whenever you go out and come back, they're expecting maybe biscuit or anything from you.
Mm,
So likewise, your companion or your wife or your friend. So in a home, what spice or what trigger or what the things you use to maintain your relationship or your love partner.
mm,
Yeah, whenever you are starting in a relationship, like I use myself,
mm,
when I was out to go with my wife, I noticed that she's the one that she loves gift. Whenever I bought gift for her, the expression she gives indicate that she loves it so much.
mm,
And she like taking her along out for nothing,
mhm,
giving her attention, discussing, they love attention,
mhm,
giving attention. Whenever I come back to the house and it's like I'm pressing my phone, I don't give her that attention. She
okay.
will complain.
Mm,
She will say as if whether I've divided the love
okay.
from her
Mm,
to the kids, and she don't like me staying with the kids much because she feel that I'm dividing it. So what am I saying? In a nutshell, those things that trigger them or make them feel at home, they are the things that we need to do. I thank God for the topic now.
mm,
Some relationships are suffering because of they don't know the roots or how they started.
yeah.
So should go back how they started in the relationship. The things you partner or the things that trigger her, makes her feel at home because they are women. They are the nature that you pamper them. They are the type that you pamper them.
Mhm,
Like I use my wife now. Whenever I bought gift, like now I'm going to the house. I will get her gift, buy suya, buy those things she like. It will trigger her. It will make her feel at home.
Mhm.
But when those things you don't do it, you look as if whenever you come back, she will not give you attention. She will be frowning. She will do all those things. For you to remove those things, that frowning,
Mm,
not giving attention, you need to study her and know the things that she needs.
mm,
That you say of Selema, you take her out on weekend like this. You go on school, you go on weekend. You can go out and change environment and see, go to sightsee, have a fun, relax and discuss. Those things build a relationship. It makes the relationship and it makes the couples look younger and last long. I don't know whether I'm making
yeah,
sense.
yeah, 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 yeah. You did, you did, you did, you did. Thank you so much. Thank you for your call. I appreciate your call. Thank you,
Keep it up, man. I love your topics.
thank you. I appreciate. All right, he, not share. He already like, he just like laid them down here for us to to see. You understand? He give himself as an he use himself as an example. Okay. Now, what you have to understand is this. This is one of those things that normally, most times, you see that many, many people don't really like l- think. They don't think about this. They don't really, maybe out of, I don't know, should I say ignorance, or probably because of they don't have much time for themselves. You know, there are some people they don't even have time for themselves because of work. Some they wake up early in the morning, they go out to work. Before coming back is late at night. They are knackered, they are tired. Probably the work they are working, where they are working, they don't like the place, but they have no option than to go to work. To work. So coming back home, they're always coming back home tired. What time would they have for their partner? What time would they have even like to like start thinking about how to spike the relationship? It's not there. You see that getting to the stage where they get into their comfort zone. What I mean by comfort zone, they just want to go home, relax, and sleep. That's it, finish. Why the other person that is that relationship, maybe that person is suffering. Why? How do I mean by suffering? Because they need their partner. They need their partner. They need that quality time together. They need to spend time together. They need to like do some things together, but they cannot do it because of work. Because the other person, whenever he or she comes back from work, they are tired. So they can't speak. They can't even have that conversation. They can't even have any like shared what we talk about shared hobbies and all that. Have time for all those things. No, because tired. And the other person is trying find ways to like to accommodate just because they are in that relationship, just because they're married or something. Just the sanctity of that marriage. She just want to like stay in there, keep it up, but they're suffering. And that's the reason why we normally say that you need to speak out, talk, communicate, call the other person to order because it's two of you that are in that relationship. I understand that you need to make money, you need to pay your bills, you need to pay your bills. Bills will still be there. But at the end of the day, if you cannot have that conversation, if you cannot talk to each other, if you cannot like bring the other person closer and let them understand this is what is happening, I'm not happy that this is happening. We're supposed to spend some time together. We're supposed to do one or two things together. This is the way we normally do things, but we're not doing it anymore. What is going on? How can we sort this thing out? You can see that there you find a way to do. But some people they cannot call you or to order. They will not talk to you or tell you what is happening or what they are feeling. Then they will just like keep malice or maybe they start like complaining or talking to their friends or something like that instead of them to call the other person to order, let them understand. Sometimes they're doing all those things is out of ignorance. They're doing that unknowingly. They don't really understand that it is what they are doing. But you need to like call them to order, let them understand it is what's happening. You understand? So that is it. So when you have that communication, there are a few things that you need to like put it together as you communicate. Talk to them, practice active listening. You talk to each other, listen to each other. Okay. After that, you see that you schedule time that you guys might be having that quality time together. You some people they plan nights, maybe date night once a week or twice a week. Do you know that he or she is busy? His schedule is tight. Then you can find a way to bring her one day or one night. You plan date nights. You can have to go and have time, share that time together. You understand? Also, you try to limit distraction. How do I mean by limit distraction? When spending that time together, when you guys like after maybe out of that heavy or that time, probably schedule, busy schedule, and all that. When you bring out, when you just like sneak out one time or one night that you have to spend together, you understand? You need to like use it wisely. How do I mean? Because when you're spending that time together, put away your phones. Anything that will bring distraction, anything that will bring distraction, you put it away. Because you see some people when they are on a date, they went out, couples, they don't have time because they be working all day, working all week. But this little time they want to spend together, 2 hours, 1 hour, or maybe they book a hotel, they want to spend that night together, just to get away from the kids and all that. They will still carry their phone with them. With be on their phone is that time that we see say to you that some people are going on Facebook, some people are going to Instagram, they are doing selfies and everything. They forget the main thing they are there for. That time to spend together, the quality time they spend together, they forget that that is the reason why they are there. They'll be on the phone all night. They'll be talking on the phone, calling this one, calling their friends, and all that, going on social media. Then the quality time they're supposed to spend while they are there, they forget. They forget. And it is a very bad thing to do. It's a very bad thing to do. So limit distraction. Try find a way just to limit distraction. Talk to both of you. Nothing. Social media. The next day again, you still go back to your social media, whatever you're doing. But that time you want to spend with your partner, that quality time you want to spend with your partner, why not just put your phone on silent? Because you guys already like find a way now to sneak, just like to throw the kids away. I call that because I said it during that they were away. Maybe they take it to them, your mom or your dad, or maybe you have a childminder, someone that is taking care of the kids. Or so why can't you guys, what I mean, spend that quality time together? Limit distraction so you can focus on each other. So focus solely on each other. Then have a conversation. Do what you guys know what to do. Rekindle that love. Rekindle it. Rekindle it. Spend that time. Someone they went out of their way, plan this getaway. They you guys went somewhere. Then after the person put all the effort in doing that, then you want to ruin it with what? Social media. You want to ruin it with phone. You want to ruin it with your phone. And before long, you know what is going to happen. Instead of having that affection, it will turn to argument. It become a conflict. Do you understand? It become a conflict. So instead of showing appreciation and all that, become an issue, become a conflict because of what? Your phone become a distraction. It's either maybe she's the one complaining now. Why you always use your phone? Every time business. They are calling you this one, that one. This is time for us to spend. Why can't you off your phone? The guy said, no, his office, they are calling me, all that. But you need to put your phone away. Probably is the man complaining. The wife is always maybe is on the selfie or is making videos and all that. Even that time they're supposed to spend together. And then he's complaining. So what do you think is gonna happen? That little time they want to spend together, will now become a conflict time. They see that they start arguing, fighting. Before long, they will sleep without talking to each other. The next morning, they'll just carry their bag and go back again. You see, that is where it was a waste. And then when next time you want to plan it again, they will say to you that it does no need. I'm not going because the same thing might happen again. You're driving both of you apart, driving you apart. What are we talking about? How can you spike and maintain a long lasting relationship? How can you spike up to maintain and sustain your relationship? Okay. Because once that no, I made the C finish comes into your relationship, you've seen each other finish, you've seen everything about them. So why? Why can you? There's no need putting effort. There's no need even trying to do whatever. So when you get to that stage, what do you think is going to happen? You got both of you apart. And that's when you see some people, they start messing about a workplace or messing about maybe looking outside, start cheating and all that, everything because they neglected what they're supposed to do in their relationship, which is the most important thing in that relationship, which is supposed to be both of them partners, husband and wife, is two of them taking care of each other. They neglect that. It's a big problem. A big problem. So how can you spike your relationship and maintain a long lasting relationship? Like I said, guys, you can put on the comment section. If it's a question or something, put it here, no problem. Guys. Or you can just call. The number is on the screen there, +447449823876. It's the WhatsApp number. I would like to hear from you as well. In what way can you do that? Okay, in what way can you do that? Understand? And someone just said, okay, what if that you are the one always all the time? You are the one that always bring the idea. You are the one always bringing the idea all the time. You understand? The other person doesn't care. They don't care at all. You know, you put in all the effort every time. You are the one. You have to remember this anniversary. You remember the birthdays. You remember this. You are the one planning the dates. You are the one planning all that. Even at the end of the day, they don't even show appreciation. Even they don't show affection at all. And you're tired now. You're tired of doing it. You're tired of doing them. You say to yourself, you're not doing it again. You understand? So why all the time? You have to remember all the time, and whenever you even do that, don't say appreciation. Okay. So why you murmuring? Why you talking to me? Why you telling me? You need to tell your partner. You need to call them to order. You need to talk to them. Sit them down and talk to them. Let them understand. Okay. And then the issue is that it's not about talking or communicating. The issue is about how you talk, how you communicate is another problem. How you communicate is another problem. Okay. That is one of the problem that many are having anyway. Communication. And whenever you join us here, you normally see that we talked about a lot of communication because I think communication is key to any lasting relationship. Once you both of you know how to communicate, it's going to be very easy. It's just about someone talking, the other person listening, and then know how to talk and know how to listen. That is it. It sounds so easy, but it's very, very difficult. It's very difficult to do. It's very, very difficult to do. You bear me witness what I'm saying now. You bear me witness. Try to communicate, try to talk. That is where you see the problem. But that's why we learn on a daily basis because it's a skill that you have to learn. It's a skill that you have to practice on. It's a skill that you have to put in effort to get because this skill, you don't pay money for it. You don't go to school. There's no way you're gonna get it. You are the one who have to make effort to do it yourself. You need to learn how to communicate. You need to learn how to understand. You need to how to listen, know how to listen. You need to learn how to talk to your partner. Okay, you need to do that in order for you to keep your relationship going. Because once that communication is broken, it's difficult. There's nothing else you can do. There's nothing, but there's no way. There's nothing you guys can do. Okay. No way. And that's why I want to highlight on, if you know how to communicate, then you then know how to show appreciation. You then know how to do what the verbal affirmations. When you know how to tell your partner that you appreciate them, then you will know how to compliment them in whatever they do. Those are the things. You understand? Compliment. How can you spike their relationship? What about physical touch? You see some people, they see that I don't know if you notice this, yeah. Don't know if you notice this. Those days, many people, you see a lot of couples, they normally hold hands, when they go on the street, they holding hands together. These days, I don't know why it's not like that. If you know on the social media, you can see that most times you see some people, they use it now, it's just that they take it on themselves, like to see people, couples that are going on the street, they will just join their hands together. Because a lot of couples these days, they find it difficult to hold hands. And I don't know why. They find it difficult to hold hands. It's not supposed to be like that. So physical touch is also good. Holding hands, hugging each other, it can bring that closeness. Okay, it can bring back that closeness. When you take your partner, you instead of hold their hands all the time, get used to that holding their hands, hugging them, bringing them together, bringing them close to you. You feel that touchness. You feel that. You feel them close to you. You understand? Okay. Like the gentleman that called was talking about acts of kindness. That he always whenever he's going home, he try his best to buy some gift, buy something that the wife always like. He buy that and give it to her. Or that. You know, he does that. Many don't do. Many are forgetting that. Many, you understand? And sometimes it might happen unintentionally, you like it's just get off your mind, forgetting them because of stress and everything around you. You understand? But once you realize that you need to enhance, you need to spark your relationship, you revisit those things that you normally do, those things that you used to do at the end, big early stages of that relationship. You understand? And keep it up. You keep it up. And it's not only men that do this. It's not only men that have to do. Women have a role to play as well. They need to do same to spike up the relationship. You understand? Those things that men like. Men don't normally. Their life of men is a very simple, easy. Probably just one or two things that now they normally like. Few things. Okay, affection. Talking about intimate. That's one of them. Okay, then verbal affirmations, something like that. You do that. Physical touches and all that. Do that. Understand? Just like it's not only, like I said, it's not only men has to do that. Women have to do same to their men in order to rekindle the love in that relationship. Understand? So, like what we'll try to discuss this evening, how can you spike and maintain a long lasting relationship? How can you how do you spike and sustain your relationship? Those are the things we talked about this evening. Okay. And if you are just joining us, we talked about having that share hobbies that you do together. Plan a date night, maybe you guys to go together, cinema, go to cinema or go to a restaurant or something. That thing that you guys, how you, as a man, how you chat to your woman up. Those things that you did in order for her to fall for you, all those things. So do them. Do them. Don't just stop because children are, you have kids and all that. No, keep doing them. Do them. Prioritize each other. Prioritize each other. Prioritize each other. I was trying to talked to one of my friends. I said to him, listen, you work, we work, you work all the time. Keep working, making money. You pay, you got your mortgages and all that. Maybe you pay mortgages and you have finances that you pay, car finance, all everything, things like you do. Okay. And then you see that you're accumulating all those money. Probably there's money in the bank and all that. You go out in the morning, you come back late at night. You go out in the morning, come back late at night. And then with time, you get used to it. It become a habit. Once you come back, probably, or you're welcoming, you're already eating because it's late. You ate and you get home, you go to sleep and continuously start doing that. I said when you are normally when you are out, those time you normally spend 8 hours, 7 hours, maybe out there, coming back home. Then what is it that your woman doing at home? What does she do? And he was like, yeah, but probably she after work she come back and stay at home and then stay with the kids. I said, she's spending more time now with the kids. He said, yeah, I should spend more time with the kids and all the kids and all that. Come on, man. I have a lot of bills to pay, so I have to work. I have to get the money. Okay. I was asking that. He said that he has to pay bills and all that. He needs to work and all that, which is understandable, right? You're looking at it this way. You're focusing now on the work. He's focusing more now on work, getting money, paying bills and all that, mortgage and all that, everything, which is very good. But forgetting there are two of them. There are two of them. Forget the kids. Listen, there are two of you there. The other person, your partner that is at home, with time, when you're not giving paying attention, when you're not giving them attention that they needed, when you're not giving her attention that she needed, she's seeking the attention now, maybe occupying her space with the kids. She's occupying her space with the kids. With time, with time, she will find someone else to feel that affection. What I mean by that, probably find a friend that would be chatting with. You find a friend that would they would maybe talking with all the time. Before long, she might be have going to social media to keep herself busy. From keeping herself busy in social media, what do you think is going to happen? The other friends that she knew before you, they were coming around, they were popping up from angles, and now she started rekindling, getting back to some of them. Before you know what is going on, she will even forget who you are. She forget who you are. The only thing she knew is that you go out in the morning, come back, eat, and go and sleep, and that is it. Before long, you are just you become just a husband or partner or whatever. That is it. Finish. You understand? You have food to eat, eat, go to sleep. The day maybe you have time, you might have a intercourse. That's it. There's no more feelings. There's no attach. There's no affection. Nothing. It's gone because of what? That time, the time you're supposed to spend with each other, you're giving that time to something else. I get it. A lot of people do that without knowing. A lot of people do that without even thinking about the other person. And when the other person now start misbehaving and be cheating on them or something like that, become a problem. Why? Because of what? They provide the avenue for that to come in. You understand? And that's the reason why it's good. It's good for you to all the time make our time to spike your relationship. Remember that there are two of you that are in that relationship. Children are just an addition. Children are addition. It's two of you. So your priority has to be your partner. You have to make sure that you put a few, keep your relationship spike. Just keep it up all the make sure that you spike your relationship all the time. Find out ways to do that. Spend time, quality time together. Go out there. If you go holiday, go. Try to find time for both of you. Otherwise, you're gonna lose it. you're going to lose it. And the problem is that a lot of people that is happening because of economic problems, money issues, bills, and all that is there, especially those in the West. Bills. People, you see them, they work 6 days, 6 nights. They don't, the only time maybe they have to themselves, maybe a Sunday. And on that Sunday, they will use it to go to church. As they go to church and come back, they sleep in all day in this on Sunday afternoon till evening. The next morning, they're going to work again till next Saturday again. The same. They go to church on Sunday. They come back, the same routine. They go to sleep. They don't have time for each other. They don't spend time together. And then they start having issues in their marriage or their relationship or whatever. Then they'll start praying over it. While it's something that they're supposed to sort out to themselves. Spend time together. Find ways to like spend time together. That is the most important thing. They don't do it. Only well, that's what's happening. And that's the reason why we're discussing what we're discussing. This is why we're talking about what we're discussing here. One, in order for us to have a healthy relationship, in order for us to have a long lasting relationship, to keep our relationship going, it's not easy. There's a lot of distractions out there. So that means you need to keep up on daily basis. You need to put your eyes on your relationship. You need to work on your relationship. You need to, you know, try ways to like, support each other and make your relationship last longer because it's not easy for real. Let me tell you something. It's not easy. Staying with someone for a long time is not easy. It's not easy, especially in this age. It's difficult because of distractions out there, social media and every other thing. It's not. So that means you need to work, keep up, keep it up. Okay. All right, guys. This is where we're going to stop this evening. And I appreciate all of you that tune in this evening. All I have to ask is just for you to share the program. Okay. Or you visit the program and listen to it again. Share the program to your contact. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. One on YouTube, one on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. We're on TikTok as well. You can just follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, and all that. Okay. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you on next week, Friday. Hopefully, you've got diaries, and then we meet up again. Also, if you have any question or if you have any topic that you want us to look into, just inbox me, send it over. Or you want to ask anything, just ask me. We can like share ideas on that. Okay. Other than that, I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless.